Political memorabilia collector and Professor Richard Padova says his infatuation with the New Hampshire primary started with a campaign button from presidential candidate George Wallace 40 years ago. His small apartment is now inundated with this stuff. Padova's written about the history of the New Hampshire primaries, the first presidential primary held every 4 years. And he says it's as if New Hampshire voters are doing the preliminary work for the rest of the country.
They begin the weeding out process, and they see themselves as doing a good job at that.
Deputy Secretary of State David Scanlon says New Hampshire residents have a history of being independent and wanting to uphold their freedoms, dating back to the colonial times. But what prompted reform and the birth of the primary in 1916 was fraud in the system.
Strong labor unions or political organizations actually controlled elections by buying votes.
Voters in the Granite State head to the primary polls on Tuesday, defending their spot as the first primary vote in the U.S., despite complaints in recent years from other states.
New York has the Statue of Liberty. Kentucky has the Derby. New Hampshire has the first of the nation presidential primary.